am I really super sensitive? Am I overly dramatic? Hell no, I was not overly dramatic.
Elevate with Monique. Elevate. Elevate with Monique.
Hey, what's up, ladies? Welcome back to another episode of Elect Elevation with your hostess, me, your girl Mo. I have always been this person who has been very sensitive. I learned later in life that I'm actually an empath. When you are an empath, you pick up energy from the world around you, from people, from experiences, from the rooms that you walk into. And for so long, I couldn't really understand, like, why would I feel these things around me all the time? And then I would operate from those feelings. And I thought something was wrong with me. And being told that you are sensitive or dramatic or all the things, you start to question like who you really are, right? And I did that. I questioned myself. I questioned, like, am I really super sensitive? Am I overly dramatic? But what I started to realize as I connected with myself and the little girl inside of me is, hell no, I was not overly dramatic. I was not super sensitive. I just was very connected to my intuition. I was very connected to the force inside, but I didn't quite know what that was at the time. And so it was mind boggling. It was actually frustrating for me because I knew I wasn't the things that people told me that I was. And yet I was operating from a place of being desensitized from my emotions because I didn't know how to figure out, if I'm not super dramatic and I'm not overly sensitive, then what is this thing? It wasn't until I started to really hone in on the need of the little girl inside, and even beyond the need, when we started to do the healing work, all of the wisdom that would come up. So it would look like things like I would be around people and there may be someone in the group or someone in my space that I would be like, I don't really like that person, or I'm not connecting with the energy of that person. Or I would walk into a room and the energy would shift. I could feel the energy shifting. And so I would start second guessing myself. I would start wondering, is it something wrong with me? Did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Am I being too whatever the case may be? But the little girl inside of me, along with Holy Spirit, started to show me, no, sweetheart, you are exactly what you are supposed to be. And that is attuned to what you are hearing and sensing inside. I can't tell you how that shifted my entire world. I went from being desensitized and afraid to speak up and afraid that I would rock the boat to being bold and careless about how it made other people feel. And it liberated my entire life. Now, sometimes if we operate in this place of, feeling like we need to shrink or feeling like we need to not be in touch with our emotions, we find ourselves ignoring that emotional compass that all of us have. And that is a dangerous place to be, because then you find yourself being in a people pleasing mode, or you're always trying to make sure that you are with status quo. No, sis, we are not doing that at all. I want to tell you that when you find grace for yourself through your inner child and through the healing that you do with that inner child, you stop explaining why you are the way you are. You just are. I just am. I am the way that I am. I feel, I sense, I see you. Even when you don't think that I do, I see you. And I'm not going to explain how that then makes me move a certain way or back up from you or tell you only so much or set boundaries for myself for certain things, because I don't owe you that explanation. Me and my inner child, we are good. And what I'm picking up and what I'm sensing, it is real. And so I'm not going to desensitize myself just to make you feel better. You also start owning the guidance that God has so perfectly given to your inner guidance compass. You start to own that. You start to listen. You start to move with wisdom. You start to move with purpose. And so I want to encourage you to appreciate the connection, the sacred connection that you are building with the little girl inside of you in order to push yourself to be bolder, to be audacious, to be confident in the things that you know are helping to guide you along your path. Don't allow other people to make those decisions and determinations for you, because you cannot please everybody. We know that. You can't please everybody. And the moment you start trying to please everybody, you please nobody, including yourself, and you grow tired, you grow weary and resentful. This is your opportunity to connect with your inner world, connect to the little girl inside of you in order to identify the areas of your life where you are not being led intuition wise, or you are not allowing yourself to be led through the wisdom of the little girl inside. And reframe the thought process, reframe the mindset that you have. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have peace. You deserve to be healed and whole. And that is your birthright. And so I want you to remember that. I want you to walk in that. And if you say, well, I don't even know, you know, I find myself in this place and I find myself questioning, am I too sensitive, or am I too this, or am I too that? And I don't even know what the little girl inside of me is saying. I have something for you, sis. I want you to take the inner child connection assessment. The link is somewhere in this video. And what this is going to do is it's going to really help you to connect with and identify where the connection is with the little girl inside of you, so that you can start embracing her. She has a lot to teach you. She has a lot to show you. She has a lot to empower you with. And this assessment is your first step on that journey. Listen, I love you so, so much. I am rooting for you, sis. I understand that this journey can be a very, very sacred one, sometimes even a very scary one. And I am not here to judge you. I am here to walk alongside of you, because I have been where you are. And guess what? I'm still on the journey myself. And while it is a very beautiful journey, sometimes it can be scary to walk this path alone. So don't walk this path alone. Find the link, take the assessment, and let's connect so that we can identify how we are moving to the next level in your inner child connection. I love you so much. I will see you soon. Until next time. Bye.